Adonis Rodriguez.
I can take that. But big round of applause to all of you guys. Come on, great job. It is always an honor to be, announcing projects that they are so complicated. But as we have made in the past with TA, Bike New York, we know that the most important thing that we are doing in New York City is really putting our soul in the front line right now when it came to be a role model nationwide. Last year we did 32 protected bike lanes. And yes, we want more, and we are committed to keep building more. But one thing that we all, the advocates, elective agency, give credit that under Mayor Eric Adams, DOT received the support that we need. And the 32-mile protected bike lane that we built in 23 is larger, is more than the miles of protected bike lane that all largest city in this nation built together in 2023. So when we are here finishing a project, it's always, good story to tell, to celebrate the great work that everyone is doing, from the advocate, the elected, and the team, from the biking unit and the planners, led by Eric Victor and the whole team, that they are the ones that take this job every day to make the difference, to make the life safer for pedestrians, for biking, for everyone, including for those who are using vehicles. My name is Adonis Rodriguez. I'm the Commissioner of the New York City Department of Transportation. On behalf of Mayor Eric Adams, I'm glad to welcome you here in Washington Heights this morning, an area that I've been living since 1983 and that I had the honor to represent at the City Council for 2 years. And now the council is in a good hand when it comes to the leadership also of Councilmember Carmen de la Rosa, who is a current council member, who also will be speaking to us today. It is an honor to be joined by advocates and community organizations like Riders Alliance, and I challenge myself, a Dyckman Run Club. This is not a biking club, but I can tell you that what they are doing is bringing hundreds of residents of this community to walk, to run, but also most of the members, they also bike. And get ready for the first time at Inwood, a 5K a run in this area. So to the Diamond Run Club, thank you for your leadership. Especially on days like today, it is nice to have a nice weather. Nice weather also allows to continue doing more work, more bike lane, more bus lane, and also paving more areas in our street. It is my pleasure to celebrate the redesign of Washington Bridge, an incredible project that creates a critical link in the bike network, connecting Northern Manhattan to the Bronx. This is a great example on how we are building bridges for people in New York City. And of course, everyone should know that New York City is in charge of almost 800 bridges and tunnels. These safe, barrier-protected bike lanes dramatically improve the previously condition of the bridge for both pedestrians and cyclists, who previously had to share a narrow walkway and is a lifeline for the deliberate cycling community, whose members are often traveling into Manhattan from the Bronx. And of course, in the last 3 decades, the Bronx is part or also so connected with Northern Manhattan. As someone Dominican American, I can tell you that most Dominicans used to live in the Manhattan, but now most Dominicans live in the Bronx. And that's how important it is also to build that connection for people that they've been connecting in their own family network. We know that active transportation like cycling and walking are good for both our health and the environment. A person that rides a bike half an hour every day is spending an average of 6 years to their life. So biking is not a privilege. Biking is important for the health, for the economy, and for our environment. Riding a bike just 15 minutes a day lowered the risk of death by 10%. The project also delivers a dedicated bus lane to speed up commutes for tens of thousands of New Yorkers. The Washington Bridge serves so many New Yorkers. It is extremely popular. It is extremely popular for biking and bus route. with almost 1,000 cyclists going through this area every day and 68,000 bus riders crossing each day on 5 different bus routes in this area. These enhancements improve safety for pedestrians and drivers too. Our data shows protected bike lanes reduce all roadway deaths and serious injuries by 18%. And our new bus lane is enforced with automatic enforcement, so drivers don't be in front of the buses, which will help make commutes even faster and more reliable. This new design and shining example, design is a shining example of our commitment to equity. If the East River Bridge have dedicated bike lanes in Harlem Bridge, so the Harlem Bridge can do it too. And it builds on our work on both sides of the bridge to make it easier to get around without a vehicle. In the areas of the Bronx around bridge, 62% of households don't have a vehicle. In Washington Heights, 70%, more than 70% of New Yorkers who live in this area, especially in Manhattan too, they don't have vehicles. They rely on public transportation, biking, and walking. The bridge connects to our 181st Street busway in Manhattan and the Edward Grant Highway and University Avenue bus lane in the Bronx. The 181st Street busway has sped up bus services by 30% for Manhattan-bound traffic during morning and evening rush hours. That's more time for riders to spend with their families, their loved ones, and less time spent in traffic. We are going to integrate this bike lane into our plan for Harlem Waterfront Greenway in the Bronx and continue to develop projects to connect cyclists right across Manhattan. Right now, our vision under this administration is to do the Greenway from Van Cortlandt Park to Randall's Island. I thank the dedicated team members at DOT for their hard work in completing this project. I especially want to thank Lauren Rennick, Patrick Kennedy, Paula Rubira, Sean Macia, and Ted Wright, as well as Phil Bether, Luke Sabados, Nolan Levinson, and Rochelle Brahala. I also want to thank Manhattan Borough Commissioner Ed Pink and the Bronx Borough Commissioner Anthony Pérez. Para mí es un honor estar aquí hoy anunciando un proyecto tan importante que bajo el liderazgo del alcalde Ray Gardens lo estamos terminando. Pero esto es posible también por el apoyo de la comunidad de advocates como Family for Safe Street, Transportation and Attorney, Riders Alliance, y aquí tenemos el grupo de correr también de nuestro North Manhattan, de Dagmin, quienes también, además de tener cientos de miembros de ellos que corren, también ellos montan la bicicleta también. Y aquí también queremos invitarlo a todos a que participen, que se inscriban en el 5K Marathon que están organizando ese grupo, primera vez que se hace en Inwood. En esta área que nosotros estamos inaugurando este proyecto, es un símbolo de cómo bajo el alcalde Ray Gardens, nuestra persona, nosotros estamos trabajando para seguir haciendo más líneas de bicicleta. El año pasado hicimos 32 millas de líneas de bicicleta protegida. Esas millas son más que las millas de bicicleta protegida que hicieron todas las grandes ciudades juntas en este país en el 2023. Por esta área hay 68,000 personas que usan los autobuses, que también se benefician con el proyecto que hicimos, porque también se le da prioridad a los autobuses. Nosotros hoy vamos a seguir nuestro trabajo, que es la misión que tiene esta administración, de nosotros seguir reimaginándonos los usos de los espacios públicos, de líneas de bicicleta, líneas de autobuses, seguir haciendo plaza como de misma forma que se hizo Times Square, que fue un lugar que era para carros, y Shakira es un concierto con 40,000 personas, que hoy estaremos celebrando el Día de la Independencia Mexicana y que también estaremos cerrando con México en tu corazón, toda una activación cultural. Esto que estamos haciendo aquí hoy simboliza una vez más cómo nosotros estamos dándole mayor seguridad cada vez que nosotros hacemos la línea de bicicleta, el ciclista está más protegido y aún el chofer está más protegido porque también reducen la velocidad. Así es que para nosotros es un honor y como es concejal que fui, para mí también un honor ahora que escuchemos la palabra de la concejal Carmen de la Rosa que representa este distrito.
Good morning, everybody, or afternoon at this point. Thank you, Commissioner, for your leadership, and to all the DOT team, thank you for all you do. Welcome back home, as usual. For me, it's an honor to be able to represent this community in the City Council. The Commissioner spoke about the connections here. We are in a place that connects communities. As you can hear behind me, right? We are connected not only through our highways, not only through the High Bridge, which is just a few miles away. We are communities that are connected because our people literally cross these crossings every single day to get to and from work, to visit family, to shop, to visit doctors here in our community and in the Bronx. And so it is important that these investments are happening in our community. I think we all owe a debt of gratitude to the advocate community. You know, the reason that I'm here today is because I walked that bridge with the advocates. And I have to say that I've never been so afraid to walk a bridge on foot as I was the day that I walked the Washington Bridge. I earned my stripes that day. It was an accident waiting to happen. There were scooters coming in this direction, people going in that direction, bicycles trying to squeeze in the smallest crevices of a fence that was there. And the reality of the matter is that our streets and our crossways are for all of us to share. That is the reality of living in our city, and we need to create a city that is more walkable, that we're able to cycle, that we're able to support strap hangers as they go to and from work. So for me, it's an honor to be here today and to celebrate this opening, this investment that the city is making in our community. It is going to be for the benefit of our community. We're going to have a healthier community because of it. We're going to avoid accidents on this bridge because of it. And more than that, we're going to encourage people to take a walk, not only in our neighborhood, but also in the Bronx. Brevemente en español, dándole la gracia a nuestro comisionado, como siempre, por su liderazgo y a todo el equipo del Departamento de Transportación. Yo estoy aquí porque yo crucé el puente a pies con la comunidad que aboga por los peatones. Y lo que experimenté ese día fue un cruce muy peligroso. Mientras yo iba cruzando a pies en el puente, venían pasolas, venían motores, venían bicicletas arriba de mí. Y todos teníamos que caminar por un paso muy estrecho. Nosotros entendemos que la ciudad de Nueva York es una ciudad grande y tenemos que compartir nuestros espacios. Para mí, el objetivo siempre es que nuestra comunidad pueda darle ventaja a todo el mundo que está usando nuestros espacios públicos. En este caso, estamos conectando comunidades en el Bronx y en Manhattan. Comunidades que usan el autobús para ir al médico, para visitar sus familiares, para ir a trabajo, pero también comunidades que usan la bicicleta para transitar entre comunidades, los deliveristas que nos llevan la comida. Todo eso se tiene que compartir en una manera que es segura para la comunidad y por eso hoy yo estoy aquí aplaudiendo esta gran inversión que hace el Departamento de Transportación a nuestra comunidad. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. And before having the word from Danny from the Riders Alliance, I also want to acknowledge how the bike lane here in 181st Bridge, what the results of how our agency been working together from the Bridge Department led by Paul and the Roadway Division led by Irina. And of course, the whole operation a unit that we have 6 of them that include our bridge, our signal, our ferry, our roadway, sidewalk. It's also led by the person that is work with me shoulder to shoulder, my first Deputy Commissioner, Margaret, for joining. A big round of applause. Thank you for your leadership also with us. Now let's hear from Danny.
Thank you so much, Commissioner. My name is Danny Pearlstein. I'm the Policy and Communications Director at the Riders Alliance. I'm also the Commissioner's neighbor. I live right here in Inwood, and this is my bridge. You know, I've crossed this bridge on foot. I've crossed this bridge on a bike, and it's just no comparison what it is today. You know, this is such a transformative project. It creates such a shining example of both safety and connectivity, which are the things we want from a Department of Transportation. And it's a testament to the work of the Commissioner and his team to deliver a really vital project and a robust project, and it shows what's possible, right? We should have many, many more like this. We should have them on bridges and corridors all across the city. This is a proof of concept. It's already saving lives, and it can do the same thing and bring communities together all across the city. So here's to many, many more like the Washington Bridge. Thank you.
Got a friend here from the Harlem River Group. Everyone applause. He's the one only checking on us to be sure that, we all continue our focus. Our Greenway is about sustainability. We cannot wait for another Ida, Maria, Katrina, Sandy for us to think about what can we do, to make our city safer for us and for the future generation. And I ended with this. First of all, if there's any question, ¿alguna pregunta?